Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. Now, losers their last. Here. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Greg Olsen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing. but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wilson will throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 40. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So we've come upon halftime with a visit. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the 49ers. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Carson. Carson, the 1st down and more.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And that's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed...
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Wilson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 1st down, Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Carson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some...
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The carry.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it with Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall back to 500.